Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And we're back here with another Wingspan tournament game. This one's from a new tournament. This is the Hammer Cops Happy Hammer Time. And we've got Oceania games back on the menu here. So this is the group stage. We've actually already played 4 of our games. So we have 3 and 1. But we've still got a couple more to play here. And yeah, wins are definitely the target to try and get through into the knockout round. So as I said, Oceania game here, we're going first in this one. So we are going to jump in and we're going to take a look. What we've been given here in our starting hand. Okay, it's a lot of wetland birds. Piebald Grebe immediately jumps out as an excellent option to be getting down here. And doing a bit of digging. Wilson Snipe also not a bad option, but giving away cards, especially in the early game, feels a little bit risky. So yeah, not really too interested in the rest of these birds. Woodcock is okay. It's a big point bird, but it's not really what I'd be looking for in the early game here. So we'll take a look at our bonus cards as well. Okay, Ecologist. I think that's a pretty safe keep here. We are going to be trying to fill up some habitats. We'll take a look at the tray as well. Yeah, not really a great tray. So I think this is going to be a Grebe and dig sort of situation. So say this time and time again, but I think if you offered me on balance a starting hand of a bird like the Piebald Grebe and nothing else, I would take that, because card draw is king. Seeing lots of cards early on really important. So yeah, definitely be looking to get that down. And we're already hopefully going to get some points off this bonus card Ecologist. So yeah, it'll be Grebe and dig. We're going to go with that. Might have a bit of a decision on whether we keep the nectar or not. I think I'd be tempted to keep the nectar here just as that bit of flexibility. But yeah, play the Grebe, do a bit of digging, and see if we can find some nice brown powers to hopefully build a bit of an engine here. And alright, here we go. Our opponent has picked. We'll see. Well, they've gone with just the 2 birds, so 1 more than me, but still just the 2. So we'll see what that is going to be. We're going to play our Grebe, and as I say, I think we're going to use the fish here. I think we're going to use the fish and do our digging. So I think this is definitely a case where I like to be able to keep the nectar. I think it does just give a bit of flexibility. If I draw a bird that needs 2 worms, 2 rats, 2 seeds in its food costs, just gives me that bit more flexibility in terms of what I can get down. And yeah, I am definitely going to be digging blind off the top of the deck, so we could be finding anything. Kind of hard to prepare yourself for that, but I'm going with Black Crown Night Heron, so big point bird already going down, and no doubt they're going to be drawing cards as well. But we'll see first of all what we can find. Okay, Leicester Whitethroat. That is certainly not a bad find. I find these teal powers really strong, especially on these Oceania boards where eggs are very hard to get hold of. So we like that for sure. We are going to keep digging though. Nuthatch. Okay, we're getting something that's pointing me towards forest. That is for sure. So Acorn Woodpecker could potentially work in that forest as well. But I do really like this Great Egret, especially when you've got Ecologist and Total Birds as well. So, oh, that's a difficult one. But I think, sorry, Great Egret, we're going to ditch you. But to be honest, this is almost enough just to go off. This is almost enough to just, go for the nuthatch, the woodpecker, and maybe even the whitethroat. Get those all down in the forest. Get 3 eggs going for this round. Certainly don't mind that. Okay, they picked up something from the tray. This is one of those cases where I really wish I was paying attention to what was in the tray to see what they picked up. I don't feel like it was anything that good, but okay, 6 turns left. So we could do, let's think about this. We could do nuthatch, food, eggs, woodpecker, food, whitethroat. That is definitely tempting. I think being able to get this down and get 3 eggs up in that forest and also have a 2-point engine up there, that is nice. It's just a case of whether I just keep digging with this Grebe and find better stuff. But yeah, I think being able to get the 3 eggs off the whitethroat right off the bat in this first round, it's just so powerful. So yeah, I think we are going to go with this. Start burning this out. So of course, use the worm for the nuthatch because we need plenty of seeds for the woodpecker here. We do have 1 in the feeder, and of course that nectar as well. So it would definitely be nice to get that going. But yeah, kind of found a bit of a forest engine out of nothing here. So as I say, this kind of woodpecker power, it's a little bit hit and miss. It's certainly not the strongest brown power, but I think you can hope to find the seeds with that. Having said that, Puffin has just popped up. They picked up the silver there, so okay, that's definitely interesting. And if they use that, that might actually help me anyway. So, oh, can I draw this Puffin here? Do I have the turns? That's the big question. That is the big question. And I think if they give me a nectar, then I think I might be able to. I might be able to get all of this down anyway, but it is a bit of a risk. But Puffin is just so good, so I think we do have to go and grab it. And actually, okay, there we go. It's all fine. We found Erasure Nuthatch, so I think we're going to be okay. We can go with that instead of the woodpecker, or in addition to, who knows, blue jay as well, and Franklin's Gull. Okay, this getting, all escalated real quick here. Okay, do we even need Franklin's Gull? That's the big question. I think probably though we'll keep blue jay over the woodpecker because it is just that little bit easier. We could even potentially actually get that down, lay eggs. Oh, to be honest, we probably play the nuthatch over the blue jay, but yeah, we can lay eggs and play the nuthatch before we take food. That's going to get extra food. But oh man, Franklin's Gull. Yeah, I wasn't really ready for that. But that could definitely help. Of course, we do still have house rules in effect in this tournament, which means Franklin's Gull can't play that in round 1. But to be honest, I think the way this is sort of playing out, we probably wouldn't be too hard pressed to need to get it down this round. I think there's enough for us to be doing in terms of getting these forest beds down. But man, they keep drawing and keep revealing stuff that I like. Crested pigeon is certainly not a bad option when you go in forest engine. But I think we go with what we were going to do. So we'll lay our eggs here, and then we can play this Eurasian Nuthatch. We'll go and take food, play the whitethroat, up in the forest, get our 3 eggs, and yeah, kind of go from there. Blue jay could still be a good one to play up in that forest. Franklin's Gull, yeah, we'll kind of wait and see. I mean, in a way, this is sort of useful because you can help clear out eggs from a particular habitat, makes it easy to use the whitethroat. But on the other hand, when you've got whitethroat, you kind of don't want to be laying eggs. You want to be just drawing cards, and the wetlands is good here. We're seeing a lot of cards, and that's helping us find stuff like the Franklin's Gull. So we might just stick with that, but I'll keep this up my sleeve. I mean, if we get into round number 2 and, some really good grass and birds come up, I could definitely look at that. Carolina Wren going down. So, okay, now they're not drawing trade birds, but man, that is a lot of cards. So they've definitely seen lots. And yeah, we've seen not as much potentially, but we found some good stuff. So I'm sure they likewise have found some good stuff. But let's get our nuthatch down anyway and really start building out a good forest engine here. And this is going to help on this end around as well. So we should be looking pretty solid there. Yeah, this whitethroat. My kind of rule of thumb for these teal birds is if you get 2 eggs in round 1, 3 eggs in round 2, 4 eggs in round 3, and 4 eggs in round, or 5 eggs in round 4, then you're doing pretty well. I think that's normally the sort of progression that you're looking for. And if we're getting 3 eggs already off this in round 1, we're sort of ahead of the curve there. And yeah, I think we could really benefit from this. It kind of works, good synergy with the ecologist as well. I think, you always want to be giving yourself options, different habitats. It's quite hard, especially as you get towards the late game, to use this in the same habitat multiple times, because it involves clearing out lots of egg space, playing lots of birds. But yeah, when you want to be playing lots of birds in different habitats with ecologists anyway, that sort of works out nice. But they've gone and taken food, no surprises. We're going to take a worm, hopefully get a nectar. We do indeed. And yeah, I think I'm going to not throw a card here for the extra food, because yeah, I think this blue jay, I think this could come in handy. This could be something we look at playing in round number 2. Really build this out into a strong point scoring forest, and it's already pretty good. I mean, we're getting 2 caches guaranteed. We're just going full cash potentially here if we play this blue jay as well. But Yeah, 2 caches guaranteed. As I say, this blue jay, I think by the time you built your forest out that much, you're gaining 3 food, you're getting a lot of re-rolls. You've got control over the bird feeder, so being able to get the extra seeds here, even if it's not guaranteed, I feel like you give yourself a pretty good chance of getting 1. If not every time, then almost every time. So that could definitely be something worth playing. And Puffin's always going to be worth playing. I'm definitely glad I did pick that up when it appeared, because I think, yeah, always the kind of bird that you want to be seeing in your hand. And Franklin's Skull, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do with you? We're going to have to wait and see. I mean, this could again be a case where if they're going to play that silver right now, they do have the food for it, and maybe throw a bit of food my way. That could definitely force me, or sort of, coax me into going towards a Grasslands engine, or at least using this to get more cards. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I think for now, we've got enough good stuff to be focusing on. And Whitethroat is going to be front and center here in terms of getting us lots and lots of eggs. And that's definitely going to help translate into points, but also just help with the tempo. It's going to help with the tempo a lot here because, we're going to get these 3 eggs. We're getting max 2 every time we lay eggs, so this is saving us turns. It's going to help get lots more birds down as we do go into that second round. So, yeah, definitely interested to see what my opponents found. There is another bird they did keep at the start, of course, that we haven't seen come out, because I think the wren, that was in the tray, so we'll see what it is they're going to play. They're laying eggs, not playing stuff, so maybe spend the nectar as well. That's kind of curious. We'll see what they do, but we're definitely going to get our Whitethroat down up here in the forest. No questions asked. And yeah, this could be really good. Getting us these additional eggs, and yeah, winning the end of round, so this kind of end of round where it's birds worth less than or equal to 3 points. Sometimes kind of annoying, but I think in round 1, those are the kind of birds you want to be playing anyway. So these kind of low point birds that have good brown powers or good teal powers in this case, they help for the engine. So don't feel like I've had to go too far out of my way for that one. But it looks like they took food. They did indeed. Ooh, is that a raven I smell? Well, we're going to find out. Whitethroat is going to get ourselves 3 eggs in the forest. And as I say, win the end of round, so that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. For sure, we're going to come into the second round. And yeah, this this smells like Raven, but we'll see. Planeswanderer is not a bad one in the tray. Definitely like that, especially as a late play. And again, with Ecologist, I mean, I really want to be trying to fill up this grasses with lots of birds. So if I can do that, and then play something like the Planeswanderer, and draw a load of bonus cards, and kind of pick the best one, that definitely sounds like a good thing that I want to be doing. So if it's there, I think I'll be picking it up. But yeah, we'll see. Might be something that my opponent is kind of tempted to go for as well. So it looks like they might be drawing. I don't think they're playing a bird. And they do indeed take the Planeswanderer, but they give me California Quail. So yeah, Forest Engine go brr, I think is how we're going to go with this game. And just go all in on that. Oh, Yellow-headed Blackbird's certainly not bad. What do we get rid of here? What do we get rid of here? Buzzard is actually kind of okay. Could play that on the Grebe later. Bobolink. Certainly not a bad option for later, but I find that these birds can really ruin Whitethroats where they lay eggs everywhere and make things difficult. But I don't know, this Blackbird, I could definitely see myself putting this in the wetlands and doing a lot of drawing. It's I guess it's a case of, do we go Gull in the grasslands or Blackbird in the wetlands? We're certainly not going to do both. It's sort of an either-or situation. I feel like I don't need this Franklin's Skull. I'm going to be real honest here. I feel like I don't need this. Yeah, I think the Blackbird is definitely more likely going to get played. So sorry, Franklin's Skull. now Willy Wagtail comes up. That would be an interesting one to go in this forest as well. But yeah, I think we do go the quail. Now this is also going to need a bit of careful management. This can also potentially block white throats, so we're going to have to watch out there. But I don't know. I think just off the top of my head, I think there is a universe in which we can do quail, blue jay, blackbird, and puffin potentially all this round, and then we could use the white throat in the forest, get ourselves 5 eggs, and then with a view next round to maybe hitting up the wetlands. It is a raven. Okay, so I did see that coming. So they are going to go grasslands here. Oh, do we go Willy Wagtail? It would be very nice, but I feel like we've already got some good options for this forest, and we've already got good card draw, especially if we go with the blackbird as well. So let's not sidetrack ourselves, and let's instead go ahead and take some food now. I think probably this buzzard does go. So I think if I'm going to follow this plan of trying to get everything down, I think I need as much food as I can get. So let's do that. And I probably should have taken some fish there, but we need more worms. We need more seeds, I think. Oh, actually, no, we should go back and undo that, because we should take that as a seed. Because then we can get the California quail down. Yeah, that's the way to do it. We might have to use these nuthatch seeds anyway, but I think if we can avoid, for now, the Eurasian nuthatch, that is, you can spend those seeds later when playing birds, so maybe try and avoid that. But yeah, I think let's think about this. We can do California quail. We then take food, and we would then still have 2 eggs, because the quail gives us 1 back. What are they doing? Laying eggs. Getting all their nectar. That's really the strength of Raven going to be on display here. Getting lots and lots of eggs. But yeah, we'll do quail. We'll take food. Maybe we take food, play blue jay, take food, play blackbird, and then we're not going to have any eggs. Yeah, I think that works, actually. That works out. We can save puffin for later. There's no real rush to get that down. Whereas with these others, maybe a bit more. So Peregrine Falcon, okay, yeah, they're definitely going grasslands. Hopefully they've not got Ornithologists, but that's the start of something good. We're just going to chuck on note. We're going to take our food, get a bit of nectar going. And yeah, I mean, this is a 3-point forest now. It's going to be 4 with the addition of blue jay. I have actually got some fish appearing now, but I think I want to be getting nectar where possible and making the most of that. But yeah, if we do blue jay, food, blackbird, we're going to end on 7 birds. I think they're going to struggle to get close to that. So that'll be another end of round goal win. And yeah, set ourselves up really nicely. I mean, it's going to be helpful to have this blackbird down as well going into round 3, because we're going to want to draw cards so we can make use of this power. That's going to help out a lot. And then, yeah, it's just whatever we find there. We want to play puffin. Still got this bobolink up our sleeve, which, you know, it's going to get a few eggs. And maybe something we play next round, just with the end of round goal in mind. But remains to be seen how critical it is that we go for that. But yeah, lots and lots of cards in hand, so we'll kind of see. As I said, imagine that they found some good stuff during that round 1 digging. So yeah, it's just going to be all about grabbing nectar with that Raven. That's kind of how it goes. But all right, we're going to play blue jay, and I think we're going to do it like this. No, let's do it like this, because I think seeds, we know we need a seed here, and we want to save the Eurasian nuthatch seed. So we'll do that, and the forest is done. And say it all the time, but if you can get your engine set up before the end of round 2, which we have done here, you're in a pretty good position. So yeah, 4 points, potentially an egg of 3 caches, and all that extra food as well. And when we've got some big point birds to be playing with all that food, that is definitely a very nice position to be in. So yeah, all looking good for us, but got to say, it's looking pretty strong over here as well. So yeah, definitely a bit of concern in terms of how strong this grasslands can be, because it's still good. Its grasslands is still good in Oceania. It's not as good, but especially when you got Raven, and if you can, you know, put some big point scorers around it, it is definitely good, and it's going to be something we have to watch out for here. I think at least so. Yeah, just depends what they've got. Okay, I think they might have Falconer or more likely Rodentologist, because yeah, there's a lot of rodent beds going down, so that is definitely a bit worrying, and we might even see one more go down, but we are not going to worry too much about that. We're just going to go ahead and take our food, and yeah, I think we can take more nectar here. We could take even more actually. I don't want to take 3. I will leave myself another one, because this is the other thing actually, is that I've got full control over the bird feeder here with their Raven. They're not going to be touching it, so all the nectar that comes up is mine, and mine alone. So let's do it like that. Yeah, and then we can cache this, get our egg, get our cash, play Blackbird, clear out this quail egg, and get our 5 white throat eggs. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a challenge. We're going to want to play lots of birds, but again, we're getting lots of food, so that should be okay. But yeah, trying to clear out these egg spaces with the quail and with the Blackbird as well. I think that might be our challenge. But Chef Chaff, okay, that's very interesting. Wasn't expecting that, but that might be just something cheap to try and go for the end of round. It's not going to help them here though, because we're going to play another bird. It is yellow-headed Blackbird. And here we go, white throat time. Forest again, 5 eggs, very, very good. Love to see it. Another end of round goal win as well. We come here into the next round. And alright, American Robber would have been very nice. Kind of wish I didn't have that Blue Jay down there, but never mind. We are going to get rid of that, because we definitely can't let our opponent have that in the grasslands. And Red Adveria might want to get rid of that as well. We'll kind of see what we get off the top more. More forest beds. Now, do I spend an egg here? I think I do. I think I spend an egg just to see more cards. Flamingo. Well, maybe if they do go with the Chiff Chaff, that could be fun. We'll get rid of you because we've got no space in our forest. Burrowing Owl, you're sort of okay. You're another star nest. You might help. I think... Do we get rid of the Vireo? It's another one that would help them for this end around, so... Better safe than sorry, and yeah... Not too mad about the stuff that's come up in its place. So, okay. Okay. We've got some things to be getting on with. So, yeah, I think we do. I think we do want to be doing Puffin. Flamingo could be interesting. It's a little bit late. If they draw cards like 3 times in a row here, then maybe. But yeah, to be honest, not really too sure that I would be seeing that happening. But yeah, I think. At the very least, we need to get Puffin down this round. I could maybe see us doing something like Puffin, Burrowing Owl, Bobolink as a bit of a starter for 10. But yeah, we do then have to think about maybe skipping one of the Bobolink eggs, given that we'll want to use the White Throat, and we'll probably want to use it in the wetlands, but. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. In theory, we might be able to get away with just drawing food once here, and then actually give ourselves another turn drawing cards, which I certainly wouldn't mind. But it depends a little bit on my opponent. But 49 points is already pretty good. How much of that is tied up in nectar? Yeah, okay. I think it's probably to be expected that we're not going to win too many nectar points here. I think certainly the forest, when they've got all the nectar in the world from their Raven, they'll be winning that. They'll be winning the grasslands. If we can do something in the wetlands, I think trying to spend 3 nectar on this Puffin is going to be a big one. But Sace Phoebe's just popped up, and that is also a nice one. Got quite a few cup nests down, so... okay, how would that work? Could we do Sace Phoebe and Bobolink and Puffin, or is that too much? That might be a step too far. So we took food now. We'd be on 7 food. We do need 9 for all of these. And we have got some of the wrong food. It's not ideal. I think Sace Phoebe is still good enough to be worth picking up, so we're going to do that. Oh, do we spend this egg again? Kind of tricky. I think we're going to have to be skipping eggs on this white throat, to be honest, especially if we keep getting bets like this. But I think I'm not going to spend it this time. We'll get rid of you. Come on, get me some like double birds or something. Well, we could have gone full cash. This Blue Jay, I'm going to be regretting playing this Blue Jay forever now. Because I'm just finding so much other stuff that I would have rather played in its place, but that's kind of just how it goes sometimes. Well, I mean, yeah, we may as well discard it because we can't play it. It's forest only. We'll keep the other stuff. That might go down just for the ecologist, but yeah, I think at this point it's probably food twice and then birds twice. So it's probably going to be puffin and then we'll see. We'll see what else we play. Maybe puffin and burrowing owl. I mean, if we're going to do Bobolink and Sace Phoebe, then burrowing owl with the star nest is quite handy. It does go in the grasslands, which again is going to help ecologists. So yeah, if puffin goes in the wetlands and we've got 2 other grassland birds, then getting out to that 3rd one is good for the ecologists as well. So they're laying eggs, no surprise. Getting some nectar. We are going to take food and hope to get some nectar as well. That's kind of okay. Do I take the rat just for the reroll? I think I do. Okay, that's worked out fine. We are going to... I think we're going to cash here. And the logic there is just that if I decide that I want that seed later, well, I can get it from this nuthatch. So I'd kind of rather have the caches down. We do have that last in a round goal food and personal supply, but I think I should be all right there. I'm going last, so I'm probably going to find myself in a position where taking food on that last turn would potentially win me the end round. But Kessler Sparrow going down, so okay, they're definitely getting a nice grasslands, even at this late stage of the game. So we'll see how that works out for them. But do we play? Maybe we play Puffin now. Actually, let's play Puffin now. Where do I take the egg off? It's kind of the big question, and I think we probably take it off here because I don't see myself filling up on the quail, and I don't see myself being able to use the white throat up there either. So we'll play Puffin, and that might, I don't know, maybe we find like Prairie Manager or something, and that shifts our focus. So let's see what the bonus card's going to be. No, okay, Passerine Specialist. Actually, that's not bad. You hit that. You hit that. You don't, which is a bit annoying. We also have Falconer, which this would work for, but nothing else. And I know I can get 3 points off this, and I don't know, maybe a nice double bird or something comes up in round number 4. We can max that out with a double grass and play, which would also help ecologists. So yeah, I think we go Passerine here. So it's definitely not the best bonus card we could have found, but we'll take it. We'll take it nonetheless. So, okay, we've got to work out. Got to work out what we do here. Because this white throat, we are going to have problems. Probably should have discarded the egg off the blackbird. It's okay. Could play the burrowing owl. It's whether no, because the thing is, if I'm going to play a white and no power bird, it's going to be a Sace Phoebe or a Bobolink, which makes the white throat problems even greater. So it's a question of, I mean, I don't know. Could still play the Flamingo. I kind of wish I had a better wetland bird than this, because this would sort of help. It would let me lay white throat eggs down here, but then, you know, when I'm playing Bobolink and when I'm playing CCB later and trying to get eggs on this Puffin, that's going to be a problem anyway. So decisions. Okay, they're laying eggs. If I had to guess, I think they might only be able to get one more white and no power bird, in which situation playing a Sace Phoebe or playing a Bobolink now even if I have to skip. So actually, even if I'm skipping an egg off the bobolink, I'm getting off the whitethroat, and if I'm getting off the bobolink, I'm skipping off the whitethroat. So I lose an egg either way, but that might be worth it just for random goal points. I think we take food here regardless. Okay, I was hoping for a bit more nectar than that, but I suppose we can do this, or do we want to take the worms? Probably want to take the worms actually. And yeah, probably going to play. I'm going to play Says Phoebe, or maybe we're going to play bobolink. Honestly, don't know. This is kind of tricky. Let's cash that though. Just take our points elsewhere. So, yeah, they've not got lots of cards in hand, so I'm sort of thinking like, you know, we're not in danger of being Benellied. Ah, Planeswalker, of course. Okay, should have seen that coming. So yeah, that makes sense having filled up. So okay, yeah. So they've got no food. It's whether they're gonna like Condor me. Did we see Condor earlier in this game? Trying to rack my brains as to whether that's made an appearance. Because yeah, at the moment they're on 2 white and no power birds. This is where I kind of wish I kept that red kite earlier, because I could have, or whichever one it was, because I could have played that on the Grebe. There's another white and no power bird, so that might have been nice. But okay. Oh, what do we play? What do we play? Because Flamingo, as weird as it is, Flamingo is sort of an option here, because it would let me use Whitethroat down here, but again, if I'm then blocking Puffin from these eggs anyway, probably doesn't matter too much. I'm trying to think what my final round looks like, and it's probably draw cards, take food, and play 3 birds. That's probably how it has to go. And so the 3 birds I'd want to play at the moment would be Owl, Phoebe, and Bunting. And then it would just be anything else I can find that's better. So I think we do play. Let's go call it Planeswalker. I think we do play bobolink here. It's a bit suboptimal, but yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. So yeah, we lay the eggs everywhere. I say we're going to miss Whitethroat, which is a bit of a bummer. I would have definitely liked to have got more of that, but I think this has just been a bit of a tricky game, egg-based wise. So we do have our token nectar spent in the grasslands, and I mean, I don't know. I was saying maybe I'm not going to win these nectar races, but I suppose the thing with Raven, especially when you can only play it later in that round 2, it's only 2 nectar a turn. I'm potentially gaining more than that with my forest. So yeah, for them it's all going to be about whether they can win the forest nectar. I'd certainly imagine that they can. So yeah, if we can hold on to the wetlands, I think that's probably going to be our aim here. But yeah, we'll kind of just have to wait and see. I mean, 80 points is good. I definitely wasn't expected to be on that many. Again, some of that's tied up in nectar, but I think a lot of it is just this forest engine, these caches, the eggs coming through from the quail. Yeah, not great on the bonus cards so far, but we should be able to get 6 off that. If we can get 6 off this as well, that'd be nice. But yeah, do kind of need 1 more Passerine if I'm going to be having hope of doing that. But looks like my opponent is drawing cards, which I think makes sense. No point laying eggs now when you can't gain the nectar from the Raven, so put that off. But at least if they are drawing cards, maybe they played all their good stuff. They played all their ancient stuff, but that Plains Wanderer was definitely a nice one to add in there as well. So it's a strong engine. It is a strong engine, but there we go. Whitethroat, we missed that, but we get the end around goal points. So I think on balance, that probably was worth it. So here we go into the final round. And Cassowary is an interesting one. That might be something they look at, to be honest. Good to throw that on the Wren. I don't really have a great candidate for it. You could do it on top of Whitethroat, but that doesn't help Passerine. Cassowary does qualify for it as a flightless bird, but yeah, I can't really be getting rid of anything else. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's a world in which I can clear off all those quail eggs and then and then shove cassowary on top of that. But yeah, that seems unlikely. That seems unlikely, but I think we are going to draw. I think we are going to draw here regardless, and just see what comes up, and that is going to hopefully guide a little bit where we go in the rest of this round. Because as I say, I think the goal is probably going to be play extra birds, but food and personal supply, we're going to have to maybe wait and see on that on our last turn. And maybe even, I don't know, maybe we should be taking food with this blue jay rather than caching. Or maybe spending some of these nuthatch seeds when we play other birds later. We'll kind of wait and see. House Wren, where have you been in my life? Thank you very much for appearing at this moment in time. So there we go, that's our passerine bird. We can double plate into bunting, so that's good. I think we do spend the egg here. I'm trying to work out where from. And I think the answer is probably Puffin, because that's the problem child right now. If we're going to play stuff like CCV. Actually, I mean, I don't know. Let's draw. We'll draw 2 off the top maybe first. Okay, those are both terrible. Right. So how would this play out? We take food once. We do House Wren into bunting and then Phoebe, or do we do House Wren? Or no, maybe we do bunting and then House Wren into. Either way, we're going to have to be skipping some eggs here, I think. That's the conclusion. If we want to be using the white throat, we can't play the Phoebe as the last bird. Is the answer. Do stuff that's burrowing out, but I don't think that's going to go down anymore, to be honest. So maybe we don't actually spend the egg. And yeah, maybe we try and do. We can try and do white throat in the grasslands, because that's worth 4 eggs, and even if we have to skip like 1 or 2 for it, it's hardly the end of the world. So you get tucked. And yeah, I think we take this House Wren. Okay, we would have only found Clark's Grebe if we had thrown the egg, so I think that's fine. But okay. How do we play this? I think we do. I think we play Phoebe. As counterintuitive as it seems, I think we play Phoebe before we play bunting. Because if we do that, we only miss out on 1 egg by not having the bunting down earlier. Whereas if we play Phoebe afterwards, we have to skip 2 eggs, because we have to skip the egg on the Phoebe and on the bunting in order to have no eggs in the grass. And so I think that makes a lot of sense to me. Let's go take food. Hopefully lots of nectar. Excellent. That's what we wanted. And do we have to take the gamble here? Take the worm. I think we do. And it's going to be okay. So we need 3 worms here. We need a worm here, and a worm and a berry. So 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of forcing. I think we might have to take this. But I suppose again, it's going to be a question of maybe we don't, and maybe we just force with nuthatch seeds instead. I think we take. Yeah, I think we take. Let's. I'm trying to work out what they're going to do. They're going to play cassowary, so that's going to help them for this end of round. So they'll play cassowary in the forest. They'll win the nectar there. That makes sense. They then have a seed and 2 berries. They could just lay eggs twice. They might just win this end of round anyway. Actually, so let's cash and let's try and just react later if we can. Because I suppose, I don't know. We're going to have an extra turn now, aren't we? Because we've got this double play. Should think about that properly. So we're going to do bunting, and then we're going to double play. But that's only 2 turns, so we have a 3rd turn. Maybe we are going to be okay. Maybe we take food again now and use as much nectar as we can. Because actually, 9 nectar we're going to just come short. Because that's 7 in total. So even if we did have all the nectar in the world, wouldn't be able to do anything there. But yeah, I think they're gonna play cassowary here. That makes a lot of sense to me. But if we can, I don't know. I think regardless, yeah, they did play cassowary. I think regardless, that last turn, I think taking food is going to be worthwhile because it's 4 points taking food, and if it swings an end of round loss into a win, which it almost certainly would, that's another 6 points. So it's a 10-point turn. It's hard to look past that. So okay, we do. What was it? We're going to play Sage Phoebe first, and then we double play. I suppose we could. I mean, does it matter if we double play now? I suppose it doesn't actually. Or is it just a case of wanting to use more nectar? That makes more sense. So, yeah, so we play Phoebe. We take off the puffin. And then we lay the eggs. We've got space on the blue jay, white throat, Phoebe, blackbird, puffin. That all makes sense. And then when we double play, we clear off bobolink and Phoebe. I feel like I'm making this endgame seem a lot more difficult than it should be. But there definitely is some mental gymnastics at play here, trying to count the eggs and trying to make sure that all the spaces are there, and that we're not missing out on eggs, and of course the end around coming into it a little bit as well. But yeah, so if they just laid eggs twice here and just took, random food from the raven, which I think they can do. Do they have the egg space for that? Yeah, they do. Oh, but they're not. They're not taking food. So then they've just given up. They've just given up at the end of the round. Just fair enough. I think we would have won it anyway, so we're going to take food. We're going to take all the nectar we can. Is that too much nectar? No, 4 is perfect. We cash here because yeah, we use 4 nectar. We're still going to have 6 food in supply. Even if they laid eggs and used the raven this last turn, they can't match that. That's all fine. I mean, unless they played, something that's going to get multiple food, like a lapwing or something like that. But I find that very unlikely. We should be okay. So let's do. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. As complicated as it seems, but yeah, we're gonna double play. So we're gonna get 2 points for this. We're gonna get 3 points for this. The double play in itself is 6 minus 3 eggs. So it's a 6-point play. It's certainly not bad. Oh no, it's an 8-point play. Because yeah, we get 3 from here, 2 from here. Yeah, 8-point play. That's pretty good. I take it all back. So they've laid eggs. Yeah, they've not used their raven, so we're fine. And it's double play time. We're going to clear out in the grasses. So we do get to use white throat. So in the end, on balance, was the white throat good this game? I think so. I think I could have done this better, but we still got, I think, 12 eggs from it. Even missing a round, I think that's pretty good. So lots of end of round goal points. So that definitely helps. And as I say, bit of a mixed bag on the nectar. Kind of tricky against raven. We came so close in 2 habitats, but we did hold on in the wetlands at least. So we get some points there, and we'll see how that plays out into the final scores. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of caches here, and quite a few eggs, which is definitely nice. Not so many on the bird points, but definitely better bonus cards than my opponents, so that helps. End around goals, as I said, definitely strong there. So through the eggs, even though they went grasslands, 18 apiece, not too bad. Caches, this is where it's at for us. How many are we going to have? 21. Very, very nice. Not too many tuck cards on either side. They're going to pull a few nectar points, but it's not enough. And we're going to hold on here for the win. 121 is the final score, up against 98. So pretty solid game. Not too flashy, to be honest. Just a case of getting things set up quickly. I think that was really the key here. Getting that forest going. Definitely a shame that we did find potentially better stuff than that blue jay. I mean, if I hadn't played it, Even that Nutcracker came up. That could have been a lot of fun, but I think still we found just about enough good stuff and scored some points off the bonus cards. Some trickiness with the eggs, but I think we navigated that well enough. So let's take a look. Over here, what do they have? Bird, counter, and platform builder. So again, not too shabby, but you maybe hope for a little bit better there. But yeah, Raven is good, but definitely one of those where you kind of need to find the big point birds with the wetlands. Not too sure that they did there. So we will take that as a win here in this group stage, and we have got another game to play here to see if we can get through into the next round. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you are following along on the channel, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very, very soon.